While Donald Trump is the presumptive GOP nominee, now that his rivals have all dropped out, maybe, Senator Bernie Sanders is not ready to concede anything to Hillary Clinton, and he is poised to win the West Virginia primary today. Doug McKelway joins us now live from a polling station in Charleston, West Virginia, with more. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Heather. And if Bernie Sanders does indeed defeat Hillary Clinton in West Virginia today, it will be her second stinging defeat in the week, having lost Indiana last week. And then next week it is on to Oregon, whose very strong progressive streak bodes well for another potential Sanders victory there. Yet the road for another Sanders victory in that state and a road towards a Democratic nomination remains almost impossibly steep. He'd have to win over 80% of the remaining delegates to do so. Here in West Virginia, the primary issue, as we all know, has been the war on coal, or the changing economy of coal. Clinton has not been able to recover from her comments that the coal industry is going out of business, despite her repeated attempts to walk that back and her promises of $30 billion to help retrain out-of-work coal miners and for schools, money for schools that would help alleviate the loss of tax revenues from coal's decline. Ironically, Bernie Sanders has a 6-point lead, according to the latest Real Clear Politics average of polls here in West Virginia, despite him being the most anti-fossil fuel candidate of any of the candidates. His economic populism message really seems to be resonating here. Meanwhile, Donald Trump faces virtually no competition whatsoever. To the extent that he faces any troubles in West Virginia, it is his own mouth, as he expressed at that rally, that huge rally in Charleston last week, that voters, all those supporters, don't really need to come to the polls today. Here's what he said.
What I want you to do is save your vote. You know, you don't have to vote anymore. Save your vote for the general election, okay? Forget this one. The primary's gone. Save your vote for the general election in November, and we're going to show you something, and then you're going to show me something, okay?
Well, Trump later walked that back. Apparently, at the time, he did not express or did not know that he still needs to claim the delegates. Early voting here in West Virginia has been absolutely huge. 100,000 plus votes cast here. That would be the most in West Virginia history. It's going to be interesting to see if Donald Trump captures huge numbers in those early votes. It would certainly be a confirmation that this once very Democratic state has swung in the opposite direction as the changing economies of energy have really taken their toll here. Heather, back to you.
Doug McKelway, live for us. Thank you, Doug.